us about your series of books.
I did this workshop called Tantric Dating because I had got to a certain point in my life where I just thought, I'm a disaster at dating. I've had 2 terrible marriages and I'm just not getting this. And I want to meet my soulmate and I'm doing it all wrong. So I started figuring out what I was doing wrong. I started this intensive dating thing. I hired a coach and went back to therapy, and I started coming up with my own ideas, and I found my perfect love. And I thought, I'm going to help other people with this. I wrote this little book called Tantric Dating, and I was not even going to make it into a hard print copy. I was just going to, and all of a sudden, someone called me up and said, my girlfriend from Seattle called me up and said, your book is on a 100 best dating books of all time. I said, what? So I started taking this book a little more seriously. It was people called Book Authority. It was the top 37th book, dating book of all time or whatever. I'm like, and then it started becoming a bestseller on Amazon. So it was during the pandemic, and I was noticing that people were consuming content in series. This is not news to anybody now, but in the pandemic, it wasn't as obvious. And I thought, yes, everyone knows series for fiction books, but what about nonfiction? I'm just going to try it. So I wrote 2 more books in the series. I have 3 books, and they do all sell each other. All 3 of them are bestsellers in their little category on Amazon, in the sacred sexuality category. And I'm working on 3 more now, so I'll have the whole series. But it went from one surprise book that I didn't think that much about to 3 bestsellers in their category.
Really well done. And I just, I like that, I like how you've put this all together, right? It's, I wasn't really thinking about a whole series of books, and yet all of a sudden it was knocking on my door, right? And you found that it's another way to help people, because as you said, we all have our ability to pay, and yet we all want support. And so this book series is just another way that you can support people. And it reminds